Hey, good morning, YouTube. It's Saturday, April 2nd, and got a couple messages this morning thanking me for helping them, score a billet box. So I went and looked at my resource. If you look here on my website, billetbox.info, I've got a little button here. I've got in my frequently asked questions, I've got how do you get a new billet box, and got a little guide there. But here I've got a little button right on the front page, how do you get a billet box, and I've got a little a good little guide on what to do here, including a link to a video, which is here. And there was another guy that helped me out a few years ago. He wrote a little guide on how to get a billet box. And what I was deciding to do this morning was to revamp the whole thing, because there's been a thing changed on the Billet Box Vapor website with age verification, which doesn't really affect the drop unless you're not already pre-verified. And I'll explain that in a moment. But anyway, so what I was doing this morning, I'm getting ready to make a whole new page and revamp this entire thing. But I decided I'd do a new video to embed into the post, which is the one that you're going to be watching here, that I'm shooting and you're listening to. So anyway, what we're going to do is I'm going to take you through what you should do. So Friday nights, Billet Box Vapor on their Facebook page, they make an announcement like this: 16 hours ago, tomorrow's colors are blah blah blah. And I also I'll go over to Billet Box Info, my page, and I will take that same post that they made and link it there so people will know. Sometimes people look, sometimes they just go straight to the source, which is fine. And then at 9:30 the next day, my time, which is 8:30 Mountain Time, which is what time the drops are, excuse me, I'll make a post and ask what everybody, how people did, and get a whole lot of comments. And yeah, so Friday night, figure out what you're going to get, or what they have available. And like I said, you go over here and you can see that, and make a decision. Am I even going to bother getting up in the morning, because I may not want one of these colors, or you may. So anyway, you hop over to billetboxvapor.com, and you'll see typically they don't put the colors up the night before. If you go Friday night to the website, like this coming up Friday, you'll probably see these same boxes, and they're all out of stock. Sometimes they update it late Friday night, but most of the time they update it right before the drop. So one of the tips that I have, I'll explain in a minute, but you want to figure out what you want. So I've already got an account. I'm signed in. I've bought plenty of boxes, but I'm going to register today and make a new account just for these purposes. So let's see here, Chris at and let's see here. Oops, hold on. And put all this information in. And as you can see, a lot of this information is being pre-populated because I'm using Chrome. And I'll try to cover all that up. Agree. I'm not a robot. Create account. And my account has been, and you saw I just saved that account information. So my account's there. So now I can go to account. You have not placed any orders with us, blah, blah, blah. You want to go over here to addresses. And this one address is already here. Let's say, for instance, that your credit card goes to like your work address. So you'll want to fill this out with all that information. And agree again. Save address. So now I have 2 addresses in here, my work address and my home address. And that's going to be very important once we get ready to check out. So the next thing you want to do, and I'm just going back to the main page just for giggles. So you'll see, everything's already sold out for this week because the drops already happened. So now you want to go, if you've never ordered from any company that has this age verification by authorized.net, you want to go through this process. Put in your date of birth and put in your information. And I'm verified already, but sometimes it'll pop up and want you to validate yourself with emailing or uploading a ID. And if that's the case, doing this age verification earlier than later, you don't want to have to do it at drop time or you'll be in trouble. But what I will tell you, this age verification, that's just a pre-verification in case there's a problem. As you saw, I had no problem, so age verification is not going to be an issue when I go to check out. So what you want to do on drop day, you want to be obviously, you want to practice. And so what the best thing to do is to add something like, here, let's go to merchandise and we'll put a battery wrap in there. Oh, those are out of stock. These are not. We'll add that to the cart. And then here you can either continue shopping, but on drop day you're going to hit proceed checkout as fast as you can. I want to use an existing billing address, so yes, but if you want it shipped somewhere else, you're going to have to waste time clicking on that and say bill to this address and then ship to this address. And that's why you want to put these addresses in, because they're already there. You don't want to have to hit I want to use a new shipping address, because then you're going to waste time. So we're doing this slow right here just to show you, but then you're going to pick your whatever you're going to use for your shipping. Then it's going to come down here and unless you want to verify all this, you're going to waste time. If you do, hurry up, get down here and agree with the terms, verify age and continue. Billet Box needs to verify your age, so you're going to have to do this again, and you do have to do this every time. It's not, but the thing is, when you do this, you're not going to have any problems because you've already pre-verified. If you have pre-verified, where that will come into play is if you haven't already used the service authorized.net or you've moved recently or whatever. So now you're going to come to payment details, and this is where you can save a lot of time. If you see here, it's pre-populated my name because of Chrome, but I've got these credit cards already built, within Chrome, so it already knows this. So if I click on this one, it's going to pop up. I put my CVC code in, and boom, it's there. And pay for order. I'm done. So I'm not going to order these wraps right now, but yeah, so we're going to go back here. I'm going to take that out of my cart. View cart. So here are some tips when you get on the drop day, right? So by the way, doing that before by putting an accessory in your cart and doing that, if you really wanted to, you could actually add something to your cart very inexpensive on the day of the drop, and then you've already got all that in there and you're ready. So when these come in stock, you can add, and just go from there. You're already familiar with it. But the best thing to tell you is to practice, because speed, you want to be between 10 and 25 seconds. However, lately the drops have been lasting a little longer, and that's for a lot of reasons. Part of it, well, about a year ago, they stopped doing wholesale, so there's more boxes available on the drop. But also, there's a lot more Boro devices on the market now, which it's kind of taken a little bit of the sales away from the Billet Box. So anyway, here's the tip I wanted to give you here. The buttons, whatever button type you have, the panels don't make a difference. They're all G10 and that doesn't affect the price at all, but the buttons do. The prices go from $264 to $299 and somewhere in between. If we find a stainless steel, that'll be $274. And one tip I can give you is, the stainless steel, the Ultim, the black, any Delrin button, the Ultim button here, these are all $264, so these are the least expensive of all of them. Then when you got the mother of pearl, or this black mother of pearl, or if there was a POW button, those are all $299. That's a mother of pearl, and you see that's $299. Those sell out a lot slower. So let's say that you want this ODB green. You've got the choices of Full Metal Jacket, Private Pile, and this new one, I'm a Bush, which the name of that one is because the panel color has changed. That's pretty much, the names of the boxes are, based on, the button and panel configurations. So if I was going to try to get one of these green, ODB green or mil-spec green, whichever you want to call it, boxes today, I would probably, obviously you'd want, if you're not going to use the button, if you care what the button color is, pick your button color. But if you're planning on probably change that button out anyway, most people go for the cheapest alternative, which is this Private Pile with the Ultim button, $264 versus $274 for the stainless steel, or $299 for the yellow mother of pearl. My recommendation, if you can afford it, is to just skip if you're going to change the button out anyway, skip these lower ones, because this one will sell out first. If these are the only three being sold, this 264 will sell out first, then the Full Metal Jacket, then this one, based on the price, because everybody wants the cheaper one. So to increase your odds, if you can afford it, go for the more expensive one. I'm not trying to upsell you, but that's just a good tip. So anyway, I'm going to insert the video of a very slow, by my standards, video that I've already got made, of where I was able to successfully live on a drop, get one in 24 seconds. And that's incredibly slow, but it still got me a win. So, alright, so you see I added a BX stainless steel to my cart. I've got a different billing and shipping, so I waste a couple seconds here by having to select those. I select my shipping method, I acknowledge, hit continue, and I put the CVC code in. Boom, everything pre-populates, and bam, we're done. It wasn't the fastest I've ever done, but it got done. So you lose a little time with the having two addresses for sure. This video will be embedded into the post on the new post that I'm making, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't really know what else to tell you in this video. Obviously the key points are pre-verify your age, get your account set up, have everything ready, and have credit cards built into your browser. As far as using this on a mobile phone, I can't give you any tips, because I've heard some people have better luck on phones than on a desktop or a laptop, but I personally use the laptop or the desktop, so I don't use a phone to try, so I can't give you any tips on that. The same tips, making sure you're age verified, practicing, putting an accessory in your cart, and making sure everything goes smooth, like put this Boro in here, proceed to checkout, and do all that, so. But anyway, this is just a little supplement for the post I'm making, and I wanted to just let y'all know how to get a billet box. And again, like I said, lately it's been a little easier, because I'm not saying that they're there all day or anything, but last weekend, I don't know what this morning was like, but last weekend there was a one of the pink or purplish, or the Mysterio was up for like 20 minutes or more, I think, and so there was your chance. So anyway, Chris, Billet Box Info, thanks for watching.